It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's Juwan Bentley. He's been a core contributor all season, approaching 90 tackles for the year.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the Jaguars send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Second and short now following the fumble.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Shrugs the tackle. Nice. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Dragons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. If they didn't get that done, this time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Now 3rd down and 7.
On play action, it's Murray. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken at the 37. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Here is 3rd and 5. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe can use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor, and the Jaguars will take over possession here out at the 44. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 1 quarter down, 8-0 to score. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding offense. What's the deal, y'all?
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as he failed to connect on
1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again
down the right sideline. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dragons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. They'll split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. Rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Murray now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger hit?
Murray fighting, lost the football.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
They're going to try and throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he brings this one back. Final return for the Jacksonville score.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point.
It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. One final go for this offense here in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for the...
We'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here comes the Jags. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Pass complete to Addison. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Now left side on the swing pass, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down.
This is caught by Addison.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Everything about about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Dragons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Murray now on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Murray going to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at... yard line. Quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side they were ready.
No doubt about it, they're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, Jack! 18, Pioneer! Go street! Hey, smash! Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing... You get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Go, Reed. Go. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Tokyo, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.